Could you define what shooting is?
Game shooting is a sport of driven birds, or walked up rough shooting as it's called. We specialise in driven shooting. The beaters flush through the maze with dogs, working dogs, spaniels and Labradors generally. The birds are flushed over the guns, flying high, and they are shot. Then the pickers up will collect the birds after the shoot. So we get early, we start early in the morning, so we're up at 6:30. Bacon needs to be cooked. John cooks the bacon, who's our resident chef.
Unfortunately it's shitty bacon because your dad's tight and he won't let me buy decent bacon.
So the guns will arrive at 8:30 in the beaters. We all eat bacon rolls and coffee, drink coffee. We then draw the pegs. The pegs are where the guns stand. So we have 5 drives. We move up 3 pegs each time, so they rotate through the line. We do 2 drives, then we stop for 11sies, which is sloe gin, cheese and biscuits, sometimes pork pie. And we do 2 more drives, stop for lunch.
Yeah.
The lunch is prepared by John, who's my underkeeper. From lunch, we have a stop for a lunch for a good hour, have a good rest and a drink. And we generally go out and do 1 more drive, which is normally the wood drive, where we shoot 25 to 30 birds. Then we return back, have the count, birds are handed out to everyone, including the beaters, and they're taken home for processing. Generally on a normal day we'd have 25 plus people to manage. Beaters are paid 25 to 30 pounds. And again, it's not work, it's just for pleasure.
Please could you define what your job as the gamekeeper is?
Gamekeeper's job is to manage the shoot, rear the pheasants and the partridge, release the pheasants and the partridge and feed them. The majority of the time goes into rearing the pheasants and managing the shoot. The actual shoot is 10% of it. So we grow game cover, maize generally, we rear pheasants from 7 weeks old. We collect them from the game farm, we put them into pens and they're fed and watered over the summer, then released. All the birds are released in the summer, none are kept till the shooting season, everything is out. The beaters will flush the pheasants through the maize over the guns. The guns will shoot the pheasants and the partridges, but only if they're sporting birds, 30 yards plus. Everybody's safe, everybody takes the birds home to eat, nothing is wasted or thrown away.
And what goes on? How do you manage a shoot?
Shoots run as a syndicate, so there's 10 members in that syndicate. It was created in 1999, so it's now been running for 24 years. They pay an annual fee of £2,500. Most of the members have been in there at least 10 years or more. They enjoy the sport and they keep coming back. Mainly we do 5-6 days for the syndicate members, and then we do 2 let days to bring some income in as a supplement.
Would you say it's also, because it is an older sport, it's about keeping the culture alive?
Shooting is always under the spotlight, it's always going to be. It's with modern technology now, it's always in the press. It gets a bad press, but until people try it or come on a shoot to experience the day out, it's unfair to judge. It is a cruel sport sometimes. That's how people see it. It's cruel. But those birds are released. They're wild. The food they produce is good, healthy, lean food. Goes back into community, and people enjoy it. I don't think it is an old sport. Young people are brought into it regularly, and that will keep it going for a long time.
You think it's a timeless sport?
Yeah, definitely. As with fox hunting, it will always be there. It's part of our culture. As with game shooting, grouse shooting, it's all part of history and culture of this country.
Okay. And
I'll go now.
do you want to talk about organisations that you're a part of? Because it's a niche sport, you're part of organisations such as Basque and stuff like that. Do you want to talk about